This is a story of Jason and the Golden Fleece. It begins with a king, Athamas, and his wife Nephili. He got tired of her and decided to get rid of her, and then married a woman named Ino. King's new wife, Ino, wants to get rid of King Athamas' son, Phrixus, so that her own son can inherit the throne.
We must get rid of him.
Hermes sends a flying golden ram to rescue Phrixus and his sister Hel from Ino. On their way to the land of Colchis, Hel, Phrixus' sister, falls off and dies in a river. Losing his sister, Phrixus finally makes it safely to the land of Colchis. He then sacrifices the ram that saved his life to Zeus, but keeps the ram's skin, the Golden Fleece, to give to the king of Colchis, Aeetes. Phrixus had an uncle who was by rights a king in Greece, but had had his kingdom taken away from him by his nephew, a man named Pelias. The king's young son, Jason, the rightful heir to the kingdom, had been sent secretly away to a place of safety. When he had finally grown up, he came boldly back to claim the kingdom from his wicked cousin. He had been told by an oracle that he would die at the hands of a kinsman, and that he should beware of anyone that he saw with only a single sandal. Jason entered the marketplace, and Pelias addressed him, saying,
"What country is your fatherland? I beg you tell me the truth."
I am your cousin Jason. I have come to my home to recover the ancient honor of my house. Keep the wealth you have taken, the sovereign scepter and the throne released to me.
Pelias gave him a soft answer.
One thing must be done first. The dead Phrixus bids us to bring back the Golden Fleece and thus bring his spirit home. If you go upon this quest, I swear with Zeus as a witness that I will give up the kingdom to you.
Pelias believed in his heart that no one could make the attempt and come back alive. The young men of Greece joyfully met the challenge. They came, all the best and noblest, to join the company. Even Hercules, the greatest of all heroes, was there. The Argo took sail. Shortly after, the Argonauts lost Hercules. The next adventure was with the Harpies, frightful flying creatures with hooked beaks and claws who always left behind a terrible stench, sickening to all living creatures. An old man that they had helped, gave them wise advice about the dangers before them.
The way to pass between them was first to make trial with a dove. If she passed through safely, then the chances were that you too would get through. But if the dove was crushed, you must turn back and give up all hope of the Golden Fleece.
The next morning, they barely made it through the rolling rocks. They sped past the Amazons and then past Caucasus, seeing Prometheus high on his rock watching the eagle's huge wings as it darted down to its bloody feast. That same day at sunset, they reached Colchis, the land of the Golden Fleece. Jason found King Aeetes and asked him for the Golden Fleece.
Can I have the Golden Fleece to return to my kingdom as king?
King Aeetes replied,
No, I will only give the Golden Fleece to a man who is as brave as I.
King Aeetes sends Jason on 2 tasks to prove his bravery. Aphrodite sends Cupid to shoot Medea, King Aeetes' daughter, with an arrow to fall in love with Jason and help him through these tasks. His first challenge was to yoke the 2 fierce magical bulls with hooves of bronze and breath of fire, and Medea gives him an ointment that makes him invincible. He was successful in his first task, and so his second task was to plow the field with the bulls, which caused armed men to spring up from the earth and attack Jason. Medea tells him that if he throws a rock into the middle of them, they will attack each other, not him. Jason successfully completed these trials, but soon after, King Aeetes decided he wanted to kill the Argonauts. Jason took advantage of this moment that the king was going to be out of his kingdom and went to go steal the Golden Fleece. He put the serpent guardian to sleep and took it right away. Upon returning to Greece, Jason found out Pelias had killed his father and his mother died of sadness due to the death. Jason and Medea plotted revenge against Pelias. Medea convinces his 2 daughters to chop him up and throw him into her pot to restore his youthfulness. They do so. Medea does not fulfill her promise and flees the city, but that is after restoring Jason's father back to life. Medea and Jason have 2 children, but Jason leaves out a personal ambition to marry the daughter of the king of Corinth, who banishes Medea and her children. Medea reacts by sending her 2 sons to give a beautiful robe to the king's His daughter that married Jason. This robe then engulfs in flames, and as Jason's trying to save his new wife, he gets engulfed in those flames as well, and they both die. He then kills her 2 sons and flies away in her magical chariot.